guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a new lesson. As I said before, the lesson number 1 was color correcting, but today is lesson number 2, eye shapes. I know that a lot of people have different eye shapes. Not every makeup look can complement that person's eye shape unless you know how to put the makeup on their eye shape. So I'm going to be teaching you how to put on makeup. You don't have to smile the entire time. She's like, I don't know what to do. By the way, this is my best friend's sister, Scarlett, which is like my oldest sister. You can say hi. Hello. Lesson, I'm going to be showing you different eye looks, and depending on the eye shape, how I will be putting on that eyeshadow. But instead of explaining it to you and kind of trying to show it to you on my eye, I will be showing it to you on different types of eyes, which meaning my friends and families that are willing to help me. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in this video, keep on watching.
Alright guys, let's get started. So I'm pretty much going to be using the Bobbi Brown Eye and Face Moisturizer. And I'm just putting that all over her eye area with the Bobbi Brown foundation brush. This is the mini foundation brush. And then I'm going to be putting the moisturizer all over her face, kind of like a base, kind of like a primer. I'm swiping downwards so that the moisturizer can push down any peach fuzz that she has on her face. Sorry. And then also it helps with deeper penetration for moisturizing, and it fills in the pores too. And then I also wanted to take an extra step and use a mattifying primer. I'm using the Makeup Forever one, the step 1. And I'm putting that all over her T-zone and whatever pores I see that are a little more enlarged. And yeah, just to help with some texture and shine for later. Just giving her a little spritz, you know, for some nice effect. Here I'm using the Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later Eye Primer. It is not a pigmented primer, but it's very, very moisturizing, and that's what I wanted to use here. I didn't really need anything pigmented. And then I'm just setting that with the NYX white eyeshadow with, I think this was a Real Techniques brush when I got it at Walgreens like a billion years ago, but I don't remember. And then here I'm taking the MB23 Morphe brush, and I am swiping through with cool tones from their Morphe 35N palette, kind of to deepen up the contours of her eye and accentuate the contours of her eye. And then with this one, I'm literally going to be taking like all cool tones and warm tones for her crease. It kind of goes back and forth. I wanted to contour her eye socket because she does have deep set eyes, and I want that to be, you know, very prominent. And then here I'm taking the M441 brush by Morphe, and I'm going back in with the cool tones, but it's going to be a little darker, and I'm darkening it up a little bit as I go. Also taking that first MB23 brush and blending as I go as well, to make it easier for me later so that I don't have like a blotchy mess everywhere. But yeah, just going into the crease, not moving up that far with the darker colors. I honestly just want to bring depth and dimension to her eye. I don't want her to look like she has raccoon eyes. So yeah, and then here I'm pretty sure it was more of a warm tone. I wanted to bring it back. I didn't want her eyes to look very gray. So I brought some warm tones in, and as you can see, I'm going back in with the first brush and I'm blending as I go. Here I'm taking the NYX Jumbo Pencil in black, and as you can see, I'm starting at the lash line because that is where I want it to be the most dark. And I'm just taking a regular arts and crafts brush from Michaels and blending that up, blending that everywhere. I want that to be the base, so blending it is key. You always want to blend your base shadows. You don't want them to look clumpy or look dark in some areas and not in others. I'm just taking my time with this, really going through, you know, her eyelid, making sure that I have a good base where I want it to be. And here I'm taking the star of the show, which is Rex by Colourpop Cosmetics, and I'm taking a Mud 350 brush. Mud is makeup designery, and I'm putting that in the crease because I want it to melt in with the transition colors. When I put it all over the lid, I don't want there to be a separation from the transition colors and the lid, so I focus that in the crease so that when we blend later and so that when we put Rex all over the lids, it's gonna look like a nice gradient and it's gonna look like they all belong there, if that makes sense.
Rolling.
Rolling? Rolling. Rolling. Rolling down the river. Rolling. Rolling. Rolling down the river. Okay, we're done. I need to finish.
Alright, hold on, let me zoom back in.
It's gonna take forever.
No, you can.
Alright, getting back to what we were doing, I took that NYX white shadow again and went back into the brow bone and just cleaning it up a bit with that random brush that I got from Walgreens. Here I'm taking the Naked 2 palette brush. I'm taking the more dense side and just packing in the white shadow for a base because I want the inner corners to look very bright. And then also I'm taking that same brush because it's on that side, it's a synthetic brush side. So I'm taking Rex and I'm kind of using a patting and swiping downward motion with these shadows. I'm kind of like packing it in, you know, making sure that it's all over the lid and it's nice and prominent and pigmented and how I want it to look. With these, I suggest, you know, going back and forth, like looking at it from far and going back in, and looking out from afar and going back in, because you want to really look at it and see what spots you need to fill in, because it is a darker shadow, but at the same time it's blue, so it's gonna be nice and bright. Right here, I'm just making sure I have it nice and packed into the lash line, because that's where I want it to be the darkest. That's where I want it to last the longest. And then I also think that Colourpop Cosmetics eyeshadows work really well with your fingers. So I go in with my fingers to give it a little more oomph, a little more party, a little more pop. And as you can tell, I'm having her look down and away so that I can blend the inner corners really well so that I can have that extra pop. I'm just going back on the other side to the fluffy side and really blending in everything together, the transition colors and the Rex. And now I'm casually doing the other eye. Going back into the brow bone just to clean it up a bit. I like to go back and forth with this. You never can blend enough. That's what I think. So here I am taking the shimmery white shadow from the NYX Adorable palette and I'm having her look down and away again so that I have like a nice full view of her inner corner, and I'm giving that extra pop that I want. And when I'm blending it into Rex, I'm using a tapping motion so that, you know, they kind of cohesively blend together and I don't swipe away Rex and I don't mix the white and the blue together. We don't want that. Here I'm using NYX's prismatic shadow in Mermaid, and all I'm doing is putting it in the middle area of the eye lid. I want it to give it more light. I want there to be dimension, so I put that there so that, you know, when she opens her eyes, you kind of like go to the middle of her eyelid, and that's where Rex is. So I want that, you know, to be like the accentuating color. And again, using tapping motions for that to blend everything in. Here I'm just using the Kat Von D liquid liner just to tightline her eyelids, her lash line, so that when I put on lashes, you don't see the band as much, but no wing. And here I'm just cleaning up under eyes. For these like dramatic looks, I love to do the eyes first and then the face, kind of leave the face for last. so that you can really clean up, you know, you don't have any blotchiness under the eyes. And I didn't do her full face on camera. If you guys did want me to do a full face on camera, I totally can. You just have to request it and just, you know, write it down in the bottom, on the bottom bar in the comments section. But here all I am doing is the waterline. I am lining it with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in black, and then I'm taking what I used for her contour colors in her crease, but just underneath her eyelashes and smoking out the bottom lash line. Not too much, we don't want to go overboard with it because the top of her, you know, eyelids are already so magical. And then just doing the other eye. And then here I'm going back with the white from NYX and the Adorable Shimmering White, giving the eyes more of a pop, filling in the lower lash line, just, you know, giving some extra va-va-voom where I need it. Here I'm just finishing off the face with my e.l.f. blush brush with my Benefit Hoola bronzer, warming up her face, giving her face some nice dimension. And then here I'm using the Tarte Celebrated, I'm pretty sure it was, the Tarte Celebrated blush with my Lexi 504 brush. And then here I'm using the Anastasia So Hollywood highlighter with her highlighting brush.
Alright guys, that's the end of this video. The almond eye, I would like to name this. And if you have any questions, remember to comment below, like, and subscribe. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Alright. Okay. Okay. Remember to comment below and remember to like the fucking video. Okay.
Don't hold it up too high.
Just compose yourself.
I don't know what.
So with this lesson, I'm gonna. Oh my god. Compose yourself. Are you ready? Blot. Don't wipe.
I'm
Blot.
not wiping. I'm holding.
Okay. You wipe. I kill you. All right. Anyway.
I'm holding a microphone.
Damn you, Scarlett.
Keep going.
No, I can't do it. They're laughing. Can't laugh. Stop laughing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to show. Oh my god. Why are you laughing so hard?
You get the giggles.
No, I don't know what you
Every
get the
time
giggles.
you're saying eye shape.
Do you laugh?
Okay, go.
Okay.